So it was brought to my attention maybe like last week when I told you all that when I got fired, they didn't pay me my unemployment of $3,500. They also starved me and my child for 3 months. I had no income because they forced me to get a job. So there was zero income coming in when this decision was made on my case. Come to find out, MDHS, the one who starved me and my child, also had connections to MDES, which is the unemployment people, with the $3,500. So you were starving a family, but you paid people to work for this daycare that fired me, that is not up to code, that violates every policy, does everything not in order, or we could say they violate every rule that you're supposed to have to run a daycare. You paid them a contract to stay working for this particular daycare. So how did you pay them? Considering you starved this family. So it looks to me that keeping this person's daycare open is more important than feeding a family of two that had no income because she got injured on the job and she had to go get it checked out because it was getting worse and worse. And the lady wouldn't let her take off. The owner would never let her get off to go get checked. The knee still hurts to this day, off and on. I still haven't been able to actually find a specialist to see exactly what's wrong with the knee. I just keep going and going and going. And of course my knee is like, this girl, Lord Jesus. I mean, but you have no choice when you're a single parent. You gotta get it done. Your child's looking at you, you can't make no excuses. You gotta get it done. So, but you can pay out, I don't know how much was paid to keep these people under contract, and they can't break the contract because money was given to them to stay working for this particular daycare. Remember, I got fired, but she lied and said that I didn't get fired, but everybody knows her protocol is she's gonna mail you your last check. And then they were so petty, they didn't even answer the phone. I called up there because I was like, I knew I was supposed to get a direct deposit. I've always been getting a direct deposit. No, I think someone answered the phone once and they were like, they said hello, then they hung up. Okay, so I kept calling, they never answered, they kept sending me the voicemail. That's how unprofessional she is. She couldn't even give me my pink slip and fire me the correct way. She just mailed me my check to let me know that I was fired, because everybody knows that works for her, knows that's how she fired you. But you did all of this to keep her open, to keep people working for her, because they're going to quit. If they don't quit, they're going to get fired. 9 times out of 10, most people, well, I've seen them get fired and quit and get rolled off in handcuffs. I have seen it all in just 7 months that I worked for her, because she's going to provoke you. She's very messy. She's very unprofessional. She's going to continue to push your buttons to make you quit. So they went ahead and did a contract. So now these people are basically in bondage. They can't quit until this contract is fulfilled. If that ain't bondage, I don't know what it is. So you got to keep being mistreated, talked to any kind of way, overworked because you took money. To this day, we don't know if that money was my unemployment benefits or not, because remember, she kept lying and said that she didn't fire me when she knows she did. So, only God knows how this situation is going to work out for my good, because I was always good in as far as my work ethic, not a mess carrier. I did what I was supposed to do and did other people's jobs. So at this point, I'm in good standing. My conscience is clear. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to finish it off with this because I am tired of talking about this. But when new information is brought to my attention, I'm going to tell it, because the story is pretty much nationwide anyway. Okay? So, do you know how embarrassing and humiliating it is to be actually fired because you may be talking to the same guy that someone else may be talking to? It's very unprofessional. The only way they was able to fire me is to do it by me being already out of work, checking on the injury that I had. So I was on medical leave. So she used that that time of my life to go ahead and fire me. And she had no other way or no other reason to do so. She used it as that, but I already know what it was about. It was over a guy. One or two. We don't know at this point. Okay. None of them were married, so I shouldn't even have to explain that, because like I say, it's very humiliating and very embarrassing that someone would want to embarrass you intentionally by stealing your food stamps, stealing your unemployment benefits, and intentionally making you homeless illegally because they felt some type of way, because they wanted you gone, because they didn't want the guy to talk to you anymore. Sounds wrong, huh? It is. But if people are used to having their way and they're used to doing dirty things like that, who's going to stop them? Only when it gets to that point that they've done it too many times and it catches up to them, then they'll finally get what they deserve. Because I don't care how I feel. I'm not going to cause you to lose your everything over something petty as that, a guy talking to you. He can talk to whoever he wants to. He's grown. He's single. What is dating? I don't think people really know the definition of dating. Dating is being able, you can talk to however many people you want to narrow it down to the one you may end up being with. It's not based on somebody trying to knock the other one out the way because you feel like they might have a better chance than you. So hey, let's get her out of this. Let's eliminate her, because we don't want to play fair. Is that right? That's very immature. But hey, I'm laughing right now, but it's not funny. This whole situation has caused a lot. I didn't even want to make the story public if it wasn't for the children and things like that being mistreated and of that sort, and me being mistreated. I would have never even brought it up because, like I said, I'm a very private person. But when you start messing with my money, we have a problem. Because what did you do again? Like I said before I got into this state, what were you doing? Were you taking it from somebody else because they made you mad over the same guy or another type of guy? That's where professionalism comes in. I work hard. I've been working since I was 15. I get fired for the most stupidest reasons, as you can see. They use that particular point in my life that, I had to go to the hospital. I was on medical leave trying to see about these injuries that I actually got at that job. Would never be able to take off. She wouldn't let me. So I finally just couldn't take it no more. I ended up having like 5 aches and pains at the same time. So I was like, I cannot continue like this. I have to go check on me. And that's what I did. So she used that as a way to fire me when we actually know it was over guys talking to me. And she didn't like it. It wasn't just her. It was a group of people. They linked up together. They all can mess with that same guy, but he just couldn't mess with the new girl in the city. That's what it was. People that probably knew him like 20 plus years or knew these guys 20 plus years. And because I was a new girl to the city, they felt some type of way like he shouldn't have talked to me. Or they got jealous all of a sudden wanted him. I didn't want him then, but wanted him because I was talking to him or he was talking to me. I'm going to wrap this up because like I said, I'm tired of discussing it. But the whole situation is very, very humiliating and embarrassing for me to have to deal with something like this when I have worked my whole life pretty much. And like I said, I've always had unemployment benefits stored up because I get fired for stupid reasons like this. And on top of that, sometimes I have to juggle. Like I told you, I was working 3 jobs. I was working 3 jobs. On top of working 3 jobs, I've been in school working on my bachelor's for 2 years. And I'm a full-time mother. That's a lot. But I didn't make any excuses for getting it done. I had to, I want my child to always look at me and be like, Mommy did it. No matter whatever circumstances were brought her way, she still didn't stop. She didn't give up because she just kept going. Because she knew at the end, it had to get better. She knew that it had to get better, no matter how many obstacles that were brought her way. So this whole story is to encourage someone that may have been mistreated on a job, may have been threatened on a job, threatened on jobs, plural tense, plural. Look, I say plural tense, but whatever. Plural, jobs with an S. We ain't even gonna do correct English right now because I don't feel like it. And just know, I know the correct English. But, so, yeah, jobs. Being fired on jobs over stupid reasons. But she held on 3 jobs just in case, Then she was doing the bachelor's, and then, she just kept going. So I just want to encourage someone. Some people might not be able to talk about it. Like I said, I've been threatened over this. My life's been threatened. I've been threatened. They've been threatening to steal more money from me. But you know what? If I could help one person to speak up for yourself, I don't care how crazy it may sound, how crazy you might look, tell your story. Someone needs to hear how you've overcome adversity. That sometimes this adversity just sounds like a movie. It's just crazy. It's like, y'all just giving me adversity. I mean, I know I'm strong and stuff, but this is just crazy. But I just want to encourage whoever, if you've ever dealt with this type of mess, unprofessionalism, you still have to stand up for the children no matter how you're being treated. I didn't have to. I chose to, because as a person, I've always been a person that wanted everyone to be treated right, no matter what issues you may have. If you're a child, if you have a disability, I'm the type of person that I'm going to speak up because I want everyone to be treated fairly. Have I been treated fairly in my life? No. I've been treated unfairly since I entered this world. Yes, you may think I'm lying, but I'm so for real. And I still have to continue showing love to those that hate me. You know how hard that is? It's very hard. It's gotten to the point that I just have to break away. I can't even, because I'm still healing myself. Because once I heal from one thing, something else happens. They do something else. I heal from that, then they do something else. Like I said, this is 6 years. They went crazy the last 6 years, just going crazy, trying to find ways to set me behind, set me back, keep stopping me, to steal from me, to have me to keep starting over for their benefit. That's not fair to me because you're lazy or because you don't want to work for it or you feel like you're entitled and you ain't did nothing. So me as a person, I shouldn't have to keep taking losses because you feel that you ain't going to take a loss when you're the person who needs the loss because you're the one that's not working and you're stealing. Or you feel like you need this vacation or you need this bag or expensive items, or you trying to pay for the dude. I don't know what they doing. But at this point, don't be using my money. Use your own. So, I just want y'all to be encouraged. Keep standing up for those that can't stand up for themselves. You never know who might hear your story, your testimony, and just be so proud that you didn't give up on the next generation. Love y'all. Have a great day.